Hey guys, Mike Sumsky with Washington Home Solutions here, and I want to show you right now a really neat tip on how you can take any mortgage that you have and convert that into a zero interest loan. You can lower your payment and you can pay off your mortgage a heck of a lot sooner. And that actually is from a strategy I use in my own investing business. When I work with sellers that own properties free and clear, I buy their home and I help solve a problem that they have, but I am able to structure a seller carryback note and use something called Substitution of Collateral, which is going to allow you to do some really neat things. So let me show it to you right now. So here we're going to talk about how you can take your own house that you're paying a mortgage on with interest and convert it to a zero interest loan. So let's just assume, for instance, that you have a house, and let's just say it's worth $250,000, and let's just say you owe $200,000 on it, and you're paying 6.5% interest, which is about $1,264 per month, principal and interest. So you've got this house here, and what our goal is that we would like to be able to convert this into a zero interest loan. All right, so that's going to give us a lot of rapid principal pay down. And the way we do that in real estate investing is to use something that's called substitution of collateral. And when we're working, especially working with somebody that has a free and clear property, this is what we're going to do. So we're going to find a house, and it doesn't have to be worth $250,000. It could be worth $300,000 or $400,000 or $225,000 or even $200,000. The important thing is that this is a seller who has a lot of equity, probably owns it free and clear, and you're going to go over there. They need to sell, and you're going to be able to structure a deal that has a large seller carryback mortgage. See, in this situation, the sellers don't need all of their cash right now, but they do have a problem that you can help solve to buy their house quickly. You can give them a down payment of whatever you wish, but the important thing is that they are willing to carry back a $200,000 mortgage, and you've been able to actually negotiate that to be at zero interest, payable $800 a month for 10 years. Now, you might be thinking, gosh, 0% interest, how can I ever get that? Well, I'll tell you one thing right now, that I've done several of these transactions at zero interest. It's not as difficult as you think, and honestly, there's a lot of reasons why a seller may be able to benefit from this sort of arrangement. So I can tell you a little bit about that later. But at any rate, they have this mortgage, so now you own this house, and let's just say that you sell this on a lease option, and in 12 months, your tenant buyer is able to cash you out, and you get whatever equity is up here, and then you have this $200,000 mortgage, and then also you have this $200,000 check. Now normally you'd use this to pay off the seller, but in this case you don't owe the money for 10 years, and so you don't want to just pay that seller off now. So what you did when you bought the house, you put something in the contract called substitution of collateral, which allows you to transfer this mortgage to a different property and not pay the seller off even though you sell that house. So the way what happens here is, through escrow, you take this $200,000 and this mortgage, and you bring it over here. You use this $200,000 to pay off the mortgage that you currently have, and actually by now this note will have been paid down to about $190,000 because you've been paying on it for 12 months. And you substitute this note over to your house here, and so now what we did was that we've taken this note, which actually the balance now would be about $190,000. You're paying $800 a month at zero interest for 9 more years. You have eliminated this interest-bearing mortgage that was on your house that you were paying $1,264. So look at that. We've reduced our payment by about $400 a month, a little bit more. We're paying down $800 a month of that in principal, and by the time you actually have to pay this seller off in 9 more years, this note is going to be about $100,000. So this is a way that you can use substitution of collateral to get a zero interest loan on your own home. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so that was just a very small sneak peek about what we're going to cover in actually a full day seminar. That's going to be on January 24th over in Port Orchard. And one thing I didn't actually mention in that is I actually use the free and clear seller model in order to be able to generate millions of dollars in private money that I can use in other deals at 7% interest. So if you're paying 12% or more and you're paying points for your money, private money, then you definitely want to show up just for that information. Okay, but more importantly, with the zero interest seller carrybacks, I'm going to show you exactly how I go and talk with the homeowner and solve their problem to show them why it would be a benefit for them to give a long-term carryback at very low or even 0% interest. So sign up on the website. I really look forward to talking to you, seeing you over at the class, and we'll talk to you soon.